So what are the possible triggers of migraine? So stress is one, skipping meals is another. So going without meals can trigger caffeine. Have I said stress? Yes, stress and tiredness. And then not enough physical activity or exercise, poor exercise habits. So those are the possible triggers for migraines. I'm probably sounding like a broken record now because I've said it so many times. Is the importance of being able to detail your symptoms. I know some people would come in and I don't really know how to describe it, is what they will say. I don't know, it's just really painful. And I appreciate it's painful, but you can see how the headaches can be slightly different one to the other, like if you tell us, oh, like it feels like a tight band around my head, that's different from this pain is really behind my eye, always behind my right eye. When you say those different terms, and we're thinking about, oh, right, this could be a tension headache, or oh, it could be a cluster headache. And that's why it's important to be able to pay attention and just try and note what it feels like. The reason we're asking what it feels like is just to see if we can, characterize it, just to help to make the diagnosis and then get the right treatment. So the doctor would usually rely on understanding your symptoms. Perhaps if it's possible that you've kept a pattern diary and you can say around what time of the day it happens. If there are any triggers that you've noticed, that would be really useful, as well as everything else that's going on. If there are any other illnesses, any medication you're taking, your other personal history, your family medical history. Of course, in terms of treatment, we can look at that very, very brief. In terms of causes, we think that there's something going on in the brain. It may be to do with the blood vessels in the brain. It may have something to do with either the blood vessels are narrowed or they are widened, or it could be to do with balance of some of the chemicals in the brain, or even the way that the nerves are communicating. Sure, we just think that it may be related to this. Of course, I've talked about running in family. So it may be that, other members of the family have it, and then it's, you develop it as well. And we've talked about the triggers. Diet is really important. There are many people whose migraine is triggered by alcohol, coffee, or caffeine. Not just coffee, caffeine in drinks, chocolate, nuts, cheese, citrus fruits, fruits containing the additives tyramine and monosodium glutamate. I'm just mentioning these so that if you're somebody, or somebody who is having headaches, and we're thinking about migraine in a few moments, but apart from medication, what else can you do at home? What lifestyle changes? So you might look at cutting down some of these things or cutting them out, and that might help to control the migraines. Other triggers for migraines could be medication like birth control, those earlier, even HRT that women use around menopause, or even some sleeping. And I think it's important, smell. There are lots of people who get triggered by strong smells, smoke, or even flickering screens on television or at the movies, loud noises, humid atmospheres, or stuffy rooms and very bright lights could also trigger a migraine headache for some people. And then usual things that could potentially, cause headaches: tiredness, poor sleep, tension in the neck and the shoulder, poor posture. Low blood sugar hypoglycemia is also associated with headaches. But